Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You are watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning. You're watching 7 minutes of nonstop local news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. I'm Renee Summerhour, and thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. Tuesday, February 2nd. Let's get started with our top stories this morning, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. A preliminary hearing has been set for Marcel and Patricia Chapuis. They are the couple who owned the academy where contaminated tap water led to multiple child abuse charges. Review-Journal reporter Rio Lockenlally tells us more.
So the judge, who has expressed some frustration over the case and how slow it's moving, decided the case is going to move forward with a preliminary hearing in April. And following that hearing, that same judge will decide whether there's enough evidence for the couple to stand trial.
Las Vegas police say a woman who was hit by a vehicle while trying to cross the Strip on Monday night is expected to survive. A Metropolitan Department spokesperson said the woman was crossing Las Vegas Boulevard outside of the crosswalk south of Flamingo Road around 9 p.m. when she was hit by a black Chevy Silverado pickup truck. The driver of the pickup drove away from the scene but was stopped about a mile away. The driver was arrested. Police say impairment is suspected. A judge has decided to keep the two men arrested last week in connection to the January 6th riot in custody while they await trial. Nathaniel DeGrave of Las Vegas and Ronald Sandlin of Memphis, Tennessee are facing federal charges for their suspected roles in the riot, with prosecutors citing alleged incidents of assault on law enforcement. Prosecutors say that the two men pose, quote, a serious risk to obstructing justice and should be detained until their trial. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. With a somewhat mild evening, temperatures will continue to rise according to the National Weather Service. For your Tuesday forecast, we're looking at mostly sunny skies with a high of near 66 degrees. No rain in the forecast with lows in the mid-40s. For the rest of your weekend, we'll see an uptick in the temperatures to the mid-60s for your high and breezy conditions until a light cool down takes us back to the highs in the mid to upper 50s.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. How's it going, everybody? Leandre Fox here with your sports update. In 1958, Willie O'Ree made history when he became the first black hockey player to play in the NHL when he took the ice for the Boston Bruins. Golden Knights head coach Pete DeBoer spoke about O'Ree during his media availability on Monday.
You know, first and foremost, just as a gentleman, when you hear him speak and the class and grace he carries himself with and speaks with, and the stuff he went through in order to pave that path, for today's generation of players, is just amazing.
Hi there, I'm Cassie Soto with this sports betting update. As Tom Brady prepares to play in his 10th Super Bowl at age 43, LeBron James has emerged as the favorite to win his 5th NBA MVP award at age 36. The Lakers forward in his 18th season is the plus 350 frontrunner at the Westgate, followed by 76er center Joel Embiid at 5-1 and Nuggets center Nikola Jokic at plus 550. Nets forward Kevin Durant and Mavericks guard Luka Doncic are each 7-1 to win the award.
In your business news, sponsored by the Vegas Chamber, a local roller skating rink has a new name after being purchased by boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. The purchase of Crystal Palace on Boulder Highway closed on Thursday. A broker told the Review-Journal on Monday that Mayweather paid $4 million. The rink apparently had been renamed Skate Rock City. Mayweather said on his Instagram page that the rink is holding open skating on the first Monday of each month. The boxer confirmed the purchase Monday night outside the rink, but he declined to comment further. A local player went home with a major jackpot Friday. The player won more than $130,000 off of a $1.25 bet on a reversible Royals video poker machine at Boulder Station. This is the second recent jackpot at the casino. Another player there won nearly $90,000 on the game earlier in January. Reversible Royals also produced major wins in mid-January at Red Rock Resort, with two players winning thousands of dollars within a span of 2 hours. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, if you like to fish, here's a chance to show off your skills and maybe win some prizes. The Bass Pro Shops U.S. Open National Bass Fishing Amateur Team Championships will hold a qualifier April 24th at Lake Mead. Two-person teams will compete for a spot in the national championship in November, which will be broadcast live on NBC. Over $4 million in cash and prizes are up for grabs, including a grand prize of $1 million. Entry fees will be donated to conservation efforts. In your health news this morning, local college nurses and medical school students are helping with the COVID-19 vaccination efforts. Carrie Roper tells us how. Carrie?
Renee, across the Las Vegas Valley, nursing and medical school students from UNLV, CSN, and Nevada State College are giving COVID-19 shots at education point of dispensing sites at UNLV and CSN's Henderson campus. Now, these sites are the designated places where preschool through 12th grade and higher education school employees are getting vaccinated. Students who aren't yet licensed practitioners have an instructor with them at all times, and students also have to demonstrate vital competency skills before being allowed to administer COVID-19 vaccinations. Now, the students aren't getting paid, but many are earning required clinical hours while others are staying on site purely as volunteers. Renee?
And a Nevadan who has received their first dose of the coronavirus vaccine is O.J. Simpson. The former football star, who was acquitted of murder but later convicted of armed robbery, tweeted on Sunday that he signed up for the Pfizer shot with the help of his daughter and that he was feeling no ill effects after receiving the shot at the Walgreens pharmacy. Simpson lives in Nevada, and at age 73, he is included among the groups who are authorized to get a priority vaccination. In your entertainment news, music legend and Las Vegas favorite Tony Bennett has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. The 94-year-old singer revealed his diagnosis in an interview with AARP, the magazine. He also posted in a message on Twitter that his life is a gift, even with Alzheimer's. Bennett was diagnosed in 2016, the same year he was honored by the Keep Memory Alive Power of Love Gala. The singer most recently performed in Las Vegas in September 2019 at the Venetian Theater. Well, that's all for today's 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. Remember to tell your friends that we're bringing you 7 minutes of fresh, nonstop local news at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. weekdays on LVRJ.com and the RJ mobile app. You can also find us on Roku, Facebook, and so much more. We hope you'll join us again this evening for 7 at 7 p.m. Thank you for joining us.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by attorney Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update is sponsored by Pro Group Management. You are watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.